GG's The Mouthful podcast is brought to you by goodgame.tech, the most welcoming gaming community on Facebook. Join the conversation at www.goodgame.tech.
Welcome back, guys. This is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog, and this is going to be episode 48? 47?
48.
48.
I think.
Episode 48 of GG's The Mouthful podcast.
Good morning, GG!
Yes.
We're back on a Saturday. It's 10 a.m.
I know. It's nice.
Bright and early.
I'm on vacation.
You are on vacation. Some of us aren't.
I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Yes, I'm sorry. That voice, of course, is Mr. David Santos, a.k.a. Dreamy Twister.
How did you... That's not my real...
Dream Twister.
People are not going to find me on the socials.
I know.
And on
you should change it to
PSN.
Dreamy Twister. I
should probably...
Or better yet, I think I told you this before, the Twisted Dreamer.
The Twisted Dreamer? That sounds like a mouthful. Hey!
Well played, sir. Well played. Sir, how you doing?
I'm
You
feeling a
sound
lot better.
chipper.
Yes, dude. Let me tell you, chiropractors are no joke. I went to. You guys probably know by now. I've been dealing with this like awful side pain. I actually started like a small pain on my back, and then it just went all over and like all over my right side of my guts. So it turns out he checked. He just had to look at me. I was like, yeah, your hip is completely misaligned. And I'm
Wow.
like, what? How can you? And then
That's scary. You think about it.
Well, he took a picture of a before, and then after he did all the bone
Cracks
crunching and cracks, and which I was surprised it didn't hurt. No, it was just surprising because suddenly you have like a 200-pound guy just like putting his knee on your back.
Oh shit! Really?
And stuff like it's like whoa, wrestling.
Damn.
But
That's a little scary.
But well, it was uncompromising position. Compromising position.
This is why these are closed sessions, right?
Anyway, it felt so much better, man.
That's
it felt
good.
so much better. So if you guys have any back pains, send me a private message. I know a guy to fix you straight up.
That's awesome. I'm glad, sir. I'm glad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just start with because we don't have beer today.
We don't have beer today. It's too early for that. I mean, we have tried.
There's no beer.
We've tried.
We
It's
could have.
too early.
We could have. I mean, we can. I guess it's 5:00 somewhere, right?
Exactly.
No beer.
I did see a lot of bottles in the kitchen.
Oh well, that's from last night. Come on.
Partying last night, partying a little too much.
That's right.
Hungover.
So let's start with what we always start, sir. What have we been up to? And we'll start with Mr. Dream Twister.
Well, let me tell you, I feel like I'm almost at the tail end of Horizon.
Okay.
So
What level are
I'm not
you?
gonna talk.
What level are you?
35.
Oh, okay. I'm not far behind you then. I think I'm 30, 31.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. There's a whole area that I haven't explored just yet. But I'm not going to talk about that because we've been talking about it before.
That's all we speak about.
It's the same game. Yeah, it's the same game we've been playing for the last 3 weeks. I did get to play the closed beta of Lawbreakers. Now, Lawbreakers, it's a game by Cliff Bleszinski and his new company, Bosky. Cliff Bleszinski. Or Cliffy B.
Cliffy B.
Like he doesn't like to be called anymore.
I don't know why. That's a cool name.
That was a cool name back in the day. Yeah. Was pretty much the brains behind
Gears of War.
Gears of War Unreal Tournament before that.
Oh, okay.
So I mean they know the chops.
Mm-hmm.
They do multiplayer shooters and shooters in general like no other. They're fantastic. Well, except for Romero and Carmack, but the Gears of War was impressive. This one though, I mean, it's in beta. Keep in mind, first impressions are
Kind of rough.
In a post Overwatch world.
So it's an arena shooter?
It is an arena shooter. Yeah, it's a multiplayer. It's PC only as of right now. I'm just waiting. Anytime now, they're probably gonna announce for consoles. But I mean, right now he has a small studio and he's working at it, and it looks good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's Unreal 4 engine, but the mechanics of it is it's a shooter. It runs fine.
So
it's just a shooter, so it's fluid, but there's nothing. I mean, we got Quake Champions right around the corner,
and this is similar to it. Huh? This looks similar to Lawbreakers. Oh, rather, Lawbreakers looks similar to
because Quake had a particular Quake quality to it. I don't know how to describe it, but it was kind of like chunkier.
Okay.
And Unreal Tournament, this looks a lot more like the Unreal Tournaments of yore.
Oh.
It's just we just need to see if the characters have personality. You know, the personality that will make you want to like go to it. I mean, I'll still play it, but also the limiting factor might be that it's going to be, as of right now, PC only. So there's too many of those already.
Yeah,
including Overwatch.
In the PC, yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the PC ROM.
It's oversaturated there.
Yeah, yeah. So I delved into that. I also quickly played and decided to stop because I was afraid I was going to get addicted and suddenly Horizon was going to take a backseat. Nier Automata. Dude.
I know. That's what I was saying. I'm like, I have my interest in this game has not just to fill you in.
Yeah.
David played the demo and was like, well, you should probably play the demo first before you buy, just to
check
make
it
sure.
out. And I will still invite you to, so just so you can check it out.
I'd rather literally. I want to walk into it without knowing nothing.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The demo does leaves. I mean, it makes a good impression as far as the fighting. The fighting is well. I don't know why you're fighting little Android logos. That's what that looks to me.
Yeah,
it looks like Android logos that you're fighting, but whatever. It's the action. It's the typical Platinum at their best, because Platinum could also be pretty crappy lately. But this is like Bayonetta.
They're hit and miss. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I know. This is Metal Gear Revengeance / Bayonetta levels of coolness.
No, right.
This is at the good Platinum. The good Platinum, exactly. But for some reason, the whole world looks kind of a little bit too gray. Even the menus, everything in the game.
I saw it. I don't know if I thought it was brown.
It was brown and gray. Yeah, it was. It was. So it's
like Killzone, the first Killzone.
Yeah,
just really brown.
Yeah, nobody seems to complain about that. So it makes me think, okay, so maybe it colors up a little bit on later levels or whatever.
Or maybe there's a reason for it.
Or maybe there is a particular reason for it. But the demo, I was like, okay, try it first because it might not be your cup of tea.
I'm still gonna.
No. Let me tell you. After delving in a few minutes, of it, that was enough for me to convince me. Like, okay, forget any reservations you have on this game. Just go ahead. Okay. It is very Japanesey, very awesome. The soundtrack is amazing, and the soundtrack is, yeah.
It's all that.
Yeah.
So how far did you get into it?
I played, I think, well, the first mission, and I knew on the first mission because it has this. You want to go Neo on it, so I'm not sure if I should say.
Well, don't tell me details, but
no, I'm not going to tell you. Yeah. But for example, something really cool that I was not expecting, was that it has a Dark Souls quality to enemy. Yeah, and save systems and when you see like corpses of the people, a lot of people have died in this area. That means there's probably something
here that killed them.
Something happening. Yeah. And then I couldn't play a lot with the. You're supposed to, I think, revive them and they could help you or something like that. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But because I didn't do much. But what was I going to say? Oh, the tutorial, the first portion. If you die there's no save point. You go to the beginning. You start the game anew.
Wow.
So you got to be careful.
Nice.
Yeah, the game starts. It's a little.
It's got some difficulty to it.
Yeah, exactly. And save points. which is good and
good and bad, yeah.
For that type of game. But yeah, man,
Okay.
I had to
right,
stop.
I got something-
and I have to delete the save because I did not
It's
want
like
to.
I deleted everything.
Well, not the save because he didn't create one, but I even deleted the system configuration. I'm like wrapping it up, basically
Yeah.
wrapping it back up, putting it aside. It's like, no, this never happened.
Yeah.
I need to finish Horizon because
No,
otherwise,
good to know. I have something something to look forward to after Horizon.
You know what else? You have something to look forward. And we're gonna switch to movies.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Kong.
Oh yeah, Skull Island. Yes.
Skull Island. Yes. Let me tell you, the movie is it's very good.
Okay.
It's very good. I've come around. I think I posted a little bit more negative than I intended to because I was like, oh man, yeah, this will make a great rental.
Oh, okay.
And actually,
That's not exactly it.
I mean, it's a good enough movie to watch on the movie theater.
On the theater,
it's
yeah.
just it's Samuel Jackson. Man. Breaking Samuel Jackson.
Which
annoyed.
version of Samuel Jackson?
Oh, we
Is this
have the Pulp Fiction.
the Pulp Fiction one.
The,
Wow.
the typical Samuel Jackson.
badass mofo?
Not the not the Jedi Samuel Jackson. No,
okay,
we
yeah.
have the bitch, please. And
The
stuff
screaming
that.
and
Actually,
yelling.
there is a part where he literally throws there a bitch, please.
Oh man.
And,
What is the movie rated, by the way? Is it PG-13, right? It can't be R.
yeah, no, it's
Okay.
right. Yeah,
Okay.
it gotta be. I did not know. I didn't.
Well,
I mean,
you
I
would
didn't
know
see anything
if,
that would look.
if they're dropping curses left and right, or if there's a lot of blood and gore, then that's
Yeah,
rated R.
probably. It could be PG-13, but
Okay.
don't quote me. I mean, it gotta be because this is also. I mean, this is setting up it's. You could tell this is going to be a universe. Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping for and I think I mentioned this before, that I'm hoping for the Godzilla King Kong crossover.
Well,
that'll be great.
I think that. I mean, and that has been reported already. I
Has
think,
it? Oh,
I
okay.
think that's what it's going to.
Nice. Then I'm right.
I will. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's setting up this monster universe.
Okay.
I think is what's gonna happen, and then probably you will have Godzilla, movie later on down the line, and maybe who knows? Maybe you even have a Mothra movie, and stuff like that.
Nice.
So I would say I made the mistake of leaving early. Leaving after the not waiting until the credits.
Oh, okay. Come on,
saw the end.
that's a rookie mistake,
I should
man.
actually know that, but what happened was I didn't think it was gonna have anything. So I was with my wife. We left. The only reason I realized that there was something after the end is because I was already on my way in my car already out when I realized that I left my phone. In the movie theater.
Oh wow!
And it was a late showing, so I went back. The movie theater was closed already, so it's like, oh crap! I don't want to wait until until the next day. I have to come in early morning. Talking from experience,
Yeah.
because it might have happened before at a Starbucks somewhere. And I was so pissed. Luckily someone just walked out of it, and I grabbed the door. I went in. Went to my seat, and there I saw it was going. There was an
scene.
event.
Oh, really?
There was a scene, and it looked like it was a fantastic scene. I mean, I hate that I missed it. I had to go to YouTube to try to locate, to see it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to miss it. So yeah, movie's great. Go watch it. I also saw more of Black Mirror.
Yes.
Black
the best
Mirror.
episode
That's
ever.
gonna be. Oh, you're talking about the one that I saw.
Yeah, mhm.
What is it?
The San Junipero.
San Junipero.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name of the episode. That episode was so good.
Yes, it really
So
was.
good. This series is. We've talked already before. You guys should be watching
Yeah.
it.
Hello, it's on Netflix. Everybody has Netflix.
It is Twilight. A Twilight Zone meets.
The Matrix.
The Matrix, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, why not?
I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's Twilight Zone.
It's just
new,
with the technology and everything. Yeah,
Yes,
basically.
yes.
Basically,
that's
Black
awesome.
Mirror, from what I understand, refers to your phone when you don't have when you don't have the screen on and it's black.
Oh, shit. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what they're referring to.
Oh, okay.
So it's like,
Wow.
oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So
yeah,
also a monitor and all that. So yeah,
it's like a critique on those technology.
Technology,
and how he could easily end up doing us.
Exactly. Which it will. Let's be real.
That episode was really good.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Well, I have been, of course, playing Horizon, level 30, 31, somewhere around there. Still loving it. Still can't wait to get back into it. But that's really all I've been playing, and I've been watching a lot of movies, which I'm sure you've seen on my on my feed on Facebook. Yeah. I'm going to run through a couple of them that I just throw out there. Saw La La Land.
Oh yeah,
it's a great movie. It's a musical, so you got to know that's what you're getting into. It's a musical.
Then my wife literally, I was getting excited about taking her to see Beauty and the Beast.
Oh God!
Thinking,
don't do that.
But at first, no, not. I have no interest on watching because it's pretty much the same.
It's the same
as it's exactly the same movie as the one that we watched, the animated one. So. And she told me, no, I hate musicals.
She doesn't like musicals?
Really?
Oh,
what
wow.
What if we want to go to freaking Dr. Phillips and watch that? Nope. She does not like. Actually, the way she said it, it sounded like she had like
a bad experience somewhere,
like a hate towards him. Almost, it's like, whoa, I've never seen this side. Yeah,
there's something back there. But I mean, it's not it's a musical, but it's not as much a musical that I was expecting it to be. When I think about it, I think of Rent. I think of Chicago, which is a lot of numbers, a lot of musical numbers. Here, there are some, but not many of them. So maybe you'll be okay. A lot of them tend to be instrumental, which is actually pretty cool. But I love it. I really, I was like, this is an awesome film. So,
it's a musical.
It's great stuff.
Put that thing where it came from up. So help me, and stop. You know where that's from?
No.
You don't know where that's from?
No.
Monsters Inc. Mike Wazowski.
No.
He goes, you better put that thing where it came from. Also help me. And then somebody catches them. There's that Wazowski.
Oh. I remember I remember the movie. I don't remember the scene though.
Yeah. He's holding. He's hiding the baby.
The little girl.
She's like,
Boo?
oh no, we're talking. It's a musical.
Oh.
And then he starts singing. You better put that thing where it came from. Also help me. So help me. And cut. It was dumb. Anyway, Monsters Inc. the best of those type of movies of the Pixar movies for me.
For you.
Yes.
Well, speaking of which, I did see also Moana. Which is another it's a Disney film, and I have to say on something. I have to almost apologize here.
What's my name?
Because unfortunately, I didn't know this.
What?
So the main character. This is not a spoiler. The main character is Moana, and she is the next chief in line to head the tribe. And out of this had to be the ignorant side of my head. I was going, oh, so this is probably just doing that because it's it's a Disney movie and they want to whatever. Because I was like, my immediate thought was, is this real? Is that how it works in the Polynesian cultures and all that?
Oh.
And it turns out that's exactly what it is. My wife and I started looking it up, and it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. If you're the next in line to head the tribe, you're the next in line. You know what I mean? So
you were thinking that this was Disney's way of
correct,
correct, telling a story of
action
women empowerment. Or
so
like
I was just like, well, that's cool. I was like, I started going, well, if it's not real, whatever, But I feel I need
Mulan.
to. Yeah, I feel I need to. Yes,
yeah,
Mulan. I was thinking Mulan.
You were thinking Mulan. Yeah.
So I feel I need to apologize because I'm like. That's the unfortunately that's the society, the way everything is. That's my immediate thought
reaction,
was, oh, they're just doing this because they're trying to be whatever.
Yeah.
But when I looked it up, it was like, no, that in that Hawaiian culture, that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? There's no separation between the man and woman in that sense. If it's a woman, that's who's next. She's going to be the chief.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's who Moana is. And honestly, on top of all
she's
that,
being played by Scarlett Johansson.
She's not being played. She actually is being played, and this is speaking of that Ghost in the Shell issue that's out there. The actress who is voicing her is a Hawaiian descent. She's
Okay.
yeah, so yeah, it's anyway, it's a great movie. I don't want to stick too much on that one.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, well, it's
Okay.
absolutely, yeah, it's absolutely great. Real quick, I went into Hardcore Henry, which is
Whoa.
that first person movie that I told you that would be a great video game movie.
Oh wow.
Dude, let me tell you. First off, it's ridiculously graphic.
Really?
That's ridiculously
Well,
graphic.
it's in the name, hardcore.
And on top of that, it has that little bit of that VR issue where at first I'm going, whoa. You
Oh,
stare
the
at-
motion
Yeah,
sickness?
you stare at it too long, you're like, whoa. There's too because it's not like a steady cam.
Yeah.
He's running around, jumping, rolling, and I'm like, dude,
Oh, crap.
the camera.
Yeah.
But it's still
Well, wait, is it meant to be like from his
it's
eyes?
his whole the entire film. It is his point of view.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm come to think of it, I don't even think you see yourself. Maybe you see yourself momentarily on a reflection or something like that, but
Yeah.
that's about it. And it is
That's when you see yourself.
batshit crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a character who has been cybernetically enhanced. So you are,
what?
you are actually pretty strong. So at first you don't know this, and the character doesn't know it, and he's like, but after a while you start fighting, you start doing some crazy ass shit, dude.
Yeah.
And it all looks really well. This is in the trailer. This is not really a spoiler, but there's a moment where the guy is on top of a truck, right? And next to it is next to the truck as the truck is running. Next to the truck is a guy on one of those motorcycles with a little pod next to it.
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, whatever. Oh, hey, Henry. And he tosses a grenade at you. You take the grenade, you pull the pin, you drop it into the truck. He jumps. As he jumps, the truck blows up. This is all in his view. There's no cuts. The truck blows up. He goes mad high. And then the guy in the motorcycle goes right under you, land right in the
You're landing
motorcycle.
on the pod?
On the pod.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Dude, it is batshit crazy, bro. That's all I can say.
That's awesome. Is
and
that does he have like a 90s vibe or an 80s vibe or one of those really action heavy
No,
movies?
it has a current maybe
Okay.
maybe a little 80s.
Yeah,
maybe a little
yeah,
80s. Yeah,
that's-
come
that's
think
what
about
it
it. Yeah, because
smells like.
especially the music too. So
Yes.
yeah. Definitely has some 80s.
In the name, Hardcore
Hardcore
Henry.
Henry.
That sounds like Duke Nukem.
Yeah, pretty much. I definitely give it a solid 7, maybe a 7.5, depending on how you are with the motion sickness. And then finally, I saw Final Fantasy 15's Kingsglaive, which
Yes.
I have to say, my God, these guys know exactly what they're doing when it comes to CG, bro.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
that is the best looking CG. Dude, that puts like everyone to shame. I mean, I have
Yeah.
not seen anything that looks that good.
Well, Blizzard, they don't have a CG movie,
Well, they need
but
to
the
do one.
cutscenes,
Yeah.
they need. Everybody
Yeah.
says that because, my God, those CGs are legendary.
Well, here's where they'll probably excel in, because this is something that the creators of, and this was evident in their prior Final Fantasy movies, and that is facial motion or facial animation or just an expression. You know what I mean? I mean, the character's upset, but doesn't really look upset. Sounds like
Yeah.
he's speaking loud, maybe even yelling, but he doesn't look like he's yelling.
Yeah.
You know? So that kind of it kind of took me out of the movie every so often, you know. And then listening to what's her name? The one who plays Cersei. Oh gosh.
Lena Headey?
Lena Headey, yeah. She voices the princess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm going,
because it's Cersei, because you hear Cersei.
no, it's not that. It's just
No.
yeah.
From Game of Thrones.
I know I don't like Cersei, but it's not that. It's just hearing her voice on this. What she had to be 18, 19 years old. And I'm
Yeah.
going,
Oh, yeah.
no, this doesn't mix.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then,
Weird casting there.
It is a weird cast.
Yeah.
Although the great one is, of course, Sean Bean. Great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's awesome. He's the king. Sean Bean is Eddard Stark. The one who played Eddard Stark. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow. That's
So he's the voice of the king or whatever he is.
Yeah.
So having him in it gave it a little bit of a Game of Thrones feel.
Yeah.
And plus the whole political thing that they had going on. I'm like, okay, I like what's going on here.
I was surprised. This is actually one Final Fantasy movie that is actually good.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely could say it was good. Yeah, I can't say anything about the other ones.
Yeah, no, the
other ones
we
are,
already feel how we
yeah.
already express how we feel
Yeah,
about
exactly.
having children and
Well,
my God,
having
those spirits
children.
within.
The
Yeah, I
spirits
know.
with it, yeah.
The spirits within. It wasn't. It was pretty bad, but for its time, I mean, we're thinking 2001.
Oh, probably.
I
Sounds
think,
about right,
yeah, I think it was July 2001. I still have the poster.
Why are you asking, man?
I tried to see if you knew. It was novel, at least. That character actually made Playboy.
What?
Yeah, she was in that's the CG character, mind
my
you.
God.
The CG character. Yeah, she made in Playboy. But anyway, that as everybody was expecting having children. Oh my God, Final Fantasy VII, CG movie is gonna be
that
amazing.
was the one that I was so
my God,
ready for.
What a train wreck.
Yeah, that was really bad. Unfortunately, really
I
bad.
think that might have helped this one when with low expectations, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess so.
And then you play the game.
There's a
and
lot.
then,
The issue on this one also on Kingsglaive is there's a lot of characters.
Yes.
And it's the same thing when you have a big cast. It's like you're not spending time enough with these people to even care what happens if something happens to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what you end up having. I think the King is probably the only one that I kind of like. All right, and then, again, it had little to do with Sean Bean's voice.
Yes.
But I was like, all right, I'm cool with the King, and
Yeah.
and of course. Aaron Paul, I don't know if you know Aaron Paul, but he plays Jesse, the younger guy in Breaking Bad.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad, yeah.
You saw the first episode, you said?
Yes, I see. I saw the first
So the
episode.
kid.
Oh,
he gets
yeah.
So that's who voices the main character.
By the way, someone made a video on YouTube that is 2 hours, condensed 2 hours. I might have to
for
take
the
it
whole
down.
season.
Or the whole thing,
I mean the whole series. Yeah,
the whole series. Should I watch that? Probably not.
No, that's not how you want to watch that.
Okay, all right.
So, but yeah, that's all I've been doing. So,
Well, I just saw something that blew my mind. Puerto Ricans in Paris.
God.
I need to watch Puerto Ricans in Paris.
Puerto Ricans in Paris, guys. This is a new movie, and by new I mean it came out last year to like very little fanfare because obviously most people on the podcast don't even know what I'm talking about.
I didn't even know until you told me about it. I was like, wait, what? There was a movie called Puerto Ricans in Paris? And then you showed me the trailer, and I was like, okay, that's it. This podcast is going to have to be quick because I need to watch this train wreck.
I was going to say, that's kind of what it looks like, kind of like a train wreck. But maybe we'll watch it and tell me what you think.
Yes, okay, all right. I'll give you a full report next time.
All right, good stuff. All right, we're going to get right into some news. We got a lot of gaming news, and I'm going to start with PlayStation Now. So PS4 games are going to finally be coming to PlayStation Now, and they're going to be holding a private beta before, and it's going to what says here the upcoming week. So there's no specific time. What do you think? PlayStation 4 games now that kind of opens that up to getting that on PC, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely. That will make it available on PC. Because I was thinking, wait a minute, why would you want to stream PlayStation 4 games on your PlayStation 4 system that can play them natively? Well, but then I figure, okay, this is. I'll tell you what.
These are clearly going to be like first year.
This is Sony's response. This is Sony's like knee-jerk reaction to Xbox's 100 game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the pass, the Game Pass or whatever they're calling it for 100 games and whatnot. This is. I mean, they had to do something. Mm-hmm. So you have to give them credit for that. I don't know. I don't particularly like streaming games because the technology works, but it doesn't work well enough. I mean,
not for every game. No.
There is.
You don't want to play shooters with that. Yeah,
there's too much lag, involved, and even when there isn't any, you can still see the image being a little artifacty and
because you're streaming. It's not here.
The PlayStation Now, to me, I can see someone that has a PC, to play PlayStation games, and even that, because it's no longer got to be supported on PlayStation 3. I understand
the what
PlayStation Now.
PlayStation. No, yeah, it's taken off. Yeah, they take it off and smart TVs. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sony
smart TV.
Yeah,
Exactly. So yeah,
I mean,
don't know.
PlayStation 3. I mean, you know,
This
you
is-
have a PlayStation 3.
This was
That's what it was playing. That was the games they were showing anyway. I think they should have gone backwards. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, yeah, no, start bringing in PS2, PS1
Oh
games.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
that would have made more sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think that's the
Those are the
direction
games
should
I
have.
want to play,
Correct.
and it'll probably play well enough.
Exactly, over a stream as opposed to a PS4 game that's going to already be, a hefty game to begin with. Depending on what they choose, I'm guessing it's going to be all like year one games.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
video is video, so it's going to be the same quality. I'm just saying on those older titles, because of the graphical fidelity is not as good, you wouldn't expect much. It probably won't bother you as much as a pristine PlayStation 4 title that is going to look all.
Well, like I said, they haven't said what games they're going to be bringing out, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's going to be the early stuff, and they're going to be
Knack.
something.
Yeah,
Knack. It'll probably be like the Order 1886, those type of games that nobody plays.
What was that? Injustice? No,
Injustice?
Not Injustice. Infamous.
Infamous, yeah, Second Son.
Second Son.
So we'll see.
First person. The worst character.
Was he?
I did not like him at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I heard it was okay, but one of the main differences in looking at the price is, first off, the Xbox price for the pass. They already said it's $9.99 a month. For the PlayStation Now, it's at $100 for the year. So I guess actually, technically, that would be
they have a monthly plan.
They do well. They have single months cost $20.
But there you go. Then the comparison is not there because
if you pay for the year, you're paying less than $10 per month. Yeah. So it all depends on how you're going to do it. But of course, one of the main differences, this is streaming. Xbox
it's native.
That's going to be downloaded.
It actually improves the quality of 360 games.
Yep. So yeah. See what comes up from that. A couple games here that have been announced. Capcom is going to re-release. What? They're going to re-release re-release.
Got it. We're already into that.
Resident Evil Revelation is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One later this year, and is going to be available both physically and digitally. This is a game that came out in 2012 for the freaking 3DS.
For the freaking 3DS.
Yeah,
actually, it's on Steam, and it was on Steam also.
Was it? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I bought it.
You have it?
Yeah, I've never played it because it was like $7 on the Steam sales. That's what happens with Steam.
You just got it.
I just got it.
$7, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play it sometime. I heard good things about it. But no.
Oh well,
I don't think I've ever even installed.
Now
it.
you can spend probably another $20 on it here on PlayStation 4
or not.
One thing we don't know is if they're going to even add anything to it or make it look any better. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Strafe. You remember the game Strafe, the '90s version of first-person shooter? Yes, it's been delayed, unfortunately.
Oh, come on! I was waiting for that, and there was this other one, 90s Arcade Racer, which was a Kickstarter that I supported, and we haven't seen anything on it.
Really?
Well, there has been the guy started doing videos and this and that, and then I think
they just
eventually the rights got bought by.
Somebody else.
Deep Silver.
Deep Silver?
It could be. I could be wrong on that. But anyway,
so
it got a publisher. So I was like, well, what the hell?
Deep Silver has been picking up a lot of shit recently.
It could be, yeah. But then it was gonna supposedly come to the Wii U. Then it was not gonna come to the Wii U, but it was already for PlayStation and PC. And then they were taking away, the console. Like, I don't know what's going on with this game. It's supposed to be like a Daytona USA type game. Mm-hmm. So, kind of on that old school racer. I mean, it's in the title, 90s racer.
Yes.
So
pretty on the nose.
I was excited about that one. I was excited about Strafe because it reminded me of, the old Doom and Quake type of games. And now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it only got delayed exactly 6 weeks. So it got pushed back to May 9th.
Okay. That's not bad.
That's not bad, and I think I understand the reason why. You know what I mean? Because it was meant for March, and March is already crowded, bro.
Oh, you know what I mean? So you're thinking this is a strategic?
This is a
delay.
Strategic move.
Smart.
That'll be right after what's the game? Persona.
Oh,
yeah. So right after Persona. So I think this was more on especially when you listen to the reason that they gave. Something about this game needs 900,000 polygons, and unfortunately, the shipment of 2,500 of these polygons was late. And that's actually from the developer.
That's what they say.
I'm
I like
okay.
it. They're having fun with it. Okay.
Clearly, they're not.
Take your time, guys. I mean,
exactly. So
you know how hard it is to do 90s graphics.
Yeah, exactly. It took these guys, Carmack and Romero, forever, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Oh man. Going back to going back to Sony. Actually, I'm sorry. I should have put these in order. I got like no order here. I apologize, guys. Sony's holding a special promotional event that's called Play Collective. Have you heard of this?
No, not at all. What is it?
Okay.
No sale?
It's similar to the with the promos that they've had before, Spring Fever and then Launch Party last year, where they grab usually like 6 little indie titles and they showcase them every week for like 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So this one here starts March 21st, which is coming up here this Tuesday coming up, with a game called Everything, which I took a look at video on it, and that's just batshit crazy too.
It has everything.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, it's the weirdest shit. Rain World, which I'm actually interested in getting. Parappa the Rapper remaster.
Great.
The remaster that's coming. So wait, I'm sorry. March 21st is Everything. Rain World comes out the following week, March 28th. Parappa the Rapper are April 4th. Cosmic Star Heroine, April 11th. Full Throttle Remastered, April 18th.
Buddy.
I figured you'd be happy.
I got my $15 right there for it.
And what happened? What remains of Edith Finch, which I've been waiting forever for.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that comes out. That's the last one, April 25th. So right now, of the 6, Rain World and Edith Finch, those are the ones.
Hello, Full Throttle.
No, I can't.
Full Throttle.
Those games are dude. Those are mind breaking.
I'll help you with it. I still remember.
You're gonna help me.
Yeah, I still remember. You know, if you get stuck, just
okay.
Just
all right.
Yeah,
all right.
yes.
We'll do that then.
A box of bunnies.
Is that a clue of some sort?
Yes.
Okay. A box of bunnies. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, look forward to that. Along with that, right now, PlayStation Store is also holding a 2-for-1 sale. Yes. It's
so Nier Automata and
not those games. There's a list of 31 games.
I think I saw that list.
Yes, and a lot of them I already have, but a couple of
and a lot of them are not even worth it.
Well, I don't know. The ones that stand out would be like Amplitude, Banner Saga 2, which is nice, but then if you never played 1, what's the point? Firewatch, which I really didn't care for. Gone Home, the console edition, Invisible Ink console edition, Oxenfree, which is great.
I want that.
And Volume. That's not all of them. That's just kind of the top ones there.
Yeah.
But basically, you buy 2, you get the 3rd free. So that's how that one works. You know.
Yeah, I feel like
it's kind of a BOGO, but it's more like Bo 2, Go 1.
Is that Bo 2, Go 1? Okay. I don't know. Some of those titles are like, there's some good titles, and if you could grab them, but there's a lot, like you said, there's a lot of games right now.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm like,
yeah. So little game, no Mass Effect coming next week. You guys, come on.
Oh man, I forgot about Mass Effect.
You forgot about Mass Effect?
I know, I forgot it comes out next week. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, that's because I saw somebody in the group who has it already. So I'm going, oh, that's out already.
Oh, you know, we can either confirm or deny that some company broke the street date. And someone got a hold of an early copy of it. I mean, whatever. People are playing it. People are playing it right now. People that are subscribed to the EA
Origin.
To the EA Origin.
That could be why they broke it then. No, that may not be why.
Not, This person, good on them though.
Yeah, good stuff. Horizon Zero Dawn, that game that just doesn't let me go. Sales top 2.6 million units in under 2 weeks.
Oh, that's getting a sequel.
You think?
That's getting a sequel, all right.
Yeah, that's already in. That's already. No, isn't there a DLC first? A DLC?
No, there will be. Yes, there's going to be story DLC. It was announced. We don't know the details on it yet, but we're excited because it's
I like it.
More story the better.
Hell yeah!
But
what?
I don't know, man. I mean, okay, yeah, more machines, more bigger world. I don't know, man.
Hey, I'm all right with it.
They don't have to.
By the way, have you seen this machine? Have you fought this machine yet? That looks like a huge.
I fought all machines now.
Oh, okay. So
I got a
trophy.
achievement, a trophy that says fought all combat machines.
Oh, okay.
So
never mind. Then you did. It looks like a walrus.
No,
It looks like it's a huge walrus that burrows into the ground. And,
yes, I was just gonna tell you. I was just gonna tell you that yesterday about it, but I didn't know if you had gotten to it, and I was like, okay, no, let him encounter. Let him encounter that. How was that fight for you?
It sucked. It sucked. Well, no, because I mean the first ones I saw were corrupted, so it wasn't even like the regular one.
Oh wow!
So I was like, son of a. But yeah, and then there was this other.
I fought the corrupted ones yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's from the corrupted zone.
Yeah.
Damn, those bastards, man.
Let me tell you,
I had this mission. Spoilers here, guys. We're going on a little bit of a sidetrack.
Is it spoiler though? Is it gonna ruin?
Well, no, it's not really a spoiler. But there's this herd of freaking tramplers that I needed to. There's this guy who has something has lost in this area, and right in that area is a herd of like 6 or 7 tramplers.
Oh wow!
And then right near them are 2 of the damn Thunderjaws, right? So I'm like, I'm fighting this herd, and I'm desperately trying not to alert those 2 Thunderjaws, And I'm like, dude, it was like a half-hour fight, but it was cool in the end. In the end, Thunderjaws never looked my way. I was happy. So,
but I also heard that you had a little trouble taking a big guy out, and then a little watcher came in and killed you.
Oh yeah, I hate that, dude. It's what happens is that's the grinding my gears thing. What happens is you're so focused on this one thing, and for some reason, I've noticed that every so often there's these. It looks like they're attached to certain areas, but in some cases they're not. They're moving around. They're just constantly moving, and so this herd of what looked like to me 2 or 3 watchers was moving, coming out of nowhere. I didn't know that because when I looked around earlier, there was nobody there. You know what I mean? So I'm just focused on these 2 sawtooths, and then out of nowhere, I get freaking attacked by a freaking watcher. I'm like, what the hell? And I was was just about to up my my health, so I can, and it just got. I was like, you little bastard, Anyway, good stuff. I love that freaking game.
I hate fighting the Stormbirds.
The Stormbirds?
Freaking Stormbirds, I hate fighting them.
I don't think I've even fought one yet, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for one now because I'm like, I have to fill that book up, the notebook with everything. So
pain in the ass.
Yeah. Moving on to the next piece. Drawn to Death, which was originally planned as a free to play game, is coming out on April 4th, $19.99. You interested in that, sir? That's a shooter brawler?
I am more interested in the fact that it is free to play.
For PlayStation Plus?
Yes. That's what that was a right move for that game.
Yeah, I agree. So, because that's where, what's that?
Rocket League.
Rocket League took off that way.
Yeah, Rocket League took off big time.
Smart move. Very smart move, yeah. And finally, going back to Mass Effect Andromeda, apparently there's some weird animations going on there.
I would say.
Yes.
Some waxy faces.
Yeah. It looks like, you're right. It looks like one of those wax museums.
Yeah.
Walking back museum.
Or one of them Disney rides.
Oh, yes, that's right, yeah.
With the animatronics.
Apparently, they say it's unfortunately not going to get fixed with the day 1 patch. So
I don't think that's going to get fixed with anything, because that looks like deep code, hard work. They will have to rework, reshoot all the animations again, the facial animation, recapture all that, and they're not gonna go through that.
Why not? They did a whole new ending for people before.
They should probably do a new beginning on this one. That's what I'm hearing.
Really?
No. You know what? The problem is, people are focusing too much on that.
I know, it's more of a joke.
No, of course. Yeah. But they're missing the fact that in the end, it could end up being a great game. Who knows? Mm-hmm. But because we're kind of expecting, okay, this is a new a leap in a generational leap, but also this is a new engine. This is the
Frostbite.
So people were already expecting it to look nice, and on the previews and the early trailers, they didn't look as bad. Now you look at it, and yeah, they're acceptable, certainly, but people are gonna nitpick a little bit on them.
Yeah, and on
just
top of
because
that,
you expect better from BioWare,
correct,
at this point.
And in this day and age, with with games that already come out that have already look okay as they they look better, or at least their animations.
Look at The Witcher.
Yeah, The Witcher 3.
At,
Look at no, maybe not so much Horizon, but
Horizon. Yeah, the facial animations are a little stilted also, but stiff, everything else is so wonderful.
There's no pop-up people.
They're not pop-up people. Yeah. Pop-up people.
But I mean, when you look at all that, that's what they're going to. Unfortunately, that's what they be compared to, and it's a fair game.
Yeah, I've heard there's a rumor that because there was a review embargo until the day of release, which is already worrisome. But word is that
embargo, they actually have one.
Yeah, there haven't been any reviews on Mass Effect. Have you seen any?
No, I haven't looked either.
They were holding it. Typical move, but because the negative word that is coming out of these videos that are getting posted on NeoGAF, that is getting posted on different forums, is such that they think that they're probably going to be moving that embargo
further out.
Further back. Actually,
that's what I'm saying. Further out.
They're gonna
like
let
past the release.
No, prior. They're no longer gonna do day one. Day of release.
Oh, okay.
They're actually gonna on Monday. We should be starting hearing the reviews because they're thinking, okay, well, the reviews, whatever this is showing here, at least the reviews are not gonna be that bad, aren't they? So they could be banking on that, and good on them for choosing that, because right now, now the game is getting hammered by all this negative. It's like the internet wants to collectively hate on this game, and we don't really have a reason. I mean, there's some serious jankiness, because I'm not gonna lie, there's some videos that show that it's pretty bad, and I think it's people that are still upset about games like No Man's Sky, after with all the hype and what they end up getting, they're kind of feeling like they're about to get burned again. So they're actually like pointing out like every little thing. And who knows? We still don't know. The game could be great. It could be a great story. It didn't help that the beginning of that game is not really that great. When you think about Mass Effect, you're thinking about that unforgettable beginning sequence of Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2, yeah.
The best
that was a
Mass
great
Effect.
one, yeah.
That was an amazing. I mean, dude, that beginning part is unforgettable. And 3 sort of tried to recreate something similar.
The intro was meant to appear way more bombastic, but it didn't.
It didn't hit for me as much, but it was, it was okay. They were working with what they have. Here is kind of dull, so it didn't. So that's not helping either.
True, but also, if you think about it, these were soldiers in Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, and there are battles to be had here. They're explorers. It's more of a, like we said, it has more of a Star Trek feel to it. So it's
Yeah, but there are ways that they could have actually made it more interesting still,
But again, we haven't played, so
so that's the word that probably, to mitigate that, reviews of people that have already beat the game might start pouring in, and hopefully that will be a better word, because I want that game to be good.
Yeah,
me
too.
If this game's not good, I'm gonna skip it, and that means that if I'm skipping Mass Effect Andromeda 1, then I'm not even going to look at the next releases, because I'm not going to start in the middle of a chapter of anything. So then this whole series is going to be dead for me now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's not a good way to start. No. All right, guys. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, and we're back, and we're going to go right into, actually, no. There's one more news item.
I kind of wanted to bring something up because it kind of could potentially affect me. So the Persona 5 collector's edition and orders all from Amazon suddenly started getting canceled. And what was concerning was the fact that they were being canceled because allegedly there was some dangerous component in it.
A dangerous component?
Yes, which it was like, that was the email from Amazon to someone that inquired. And we were like, well, wait a minute. Exactly, a dangerous component. What could it be? Well, they were thinking that the paint used in the steelbook was lead-based, supposedly.
Okay.
So that was the rumor of it. This morning, it was already checked out that there was apparently some confusion. Something triggered that
cancellation.
Led those cancellations. No, that led scared suddenly. But I'm wondering. Okay, well, a lot of people got their orders canceled already. What are they doing? Are they reinstating the orders? I haven't even checked on mine because for some reason I'm like, well, okay, what can be done? Yeah. I pre-ordered the collector's edition of this like way back, like 2 years ago.
Jesus Christ!
Because it was Persona 5, of course. So, now I'm in the stance of, you know what? I'll just get everything digital. So, like, I kind of don't care.
Did you see if yours is already canceled?
No, I haven't even checked. No? Okay. I mean, I haven't received an email for it.
Oh yeah, that's right. They'll email you.
If anybody, I don't know if anybody in the group has checked. Has ordered that. They might want to double check to make sure they're still getting, their package.
Well, hopefully that's not the case, and you'll get your game.
Yeah, and if not, like I said, I'll get it digital. Okay. Whatevs.
Whatever.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
That's the reason. One of the reasons I'm skipping Mass Effect is not because of the jankiness and stuff like that have been reported. It's more the fact that, dude, after Horizon, I can't start another long ass game with Persona looming right around the corner, because that's the game that I want to sink my teeth into. So I'm waiting to finish Horizon to see if I have time to delve on Nier. If not, I might have to do something small like replay Doom or Titanfall 2, which I was doing, so that then on that day, Persona 5. Oh shoot, I need to take that day off.
Good luck taking that day off, my friend. Oh, so yes, we're going to go right into our hot topic of the week.
Hot topic of the week.
Yes, sir. This week, I just kind of wanted to bring up a conversation, just open discussion about open worlds.
Open discussion. I see what you did there, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Essentially, as we've noticed, more and more of these games are coming out with really big worlds, and a lot of times they're pretty decent. They're filled in correctly. There's enough to do. Other times maybe not so much. I think the best example, the best recent example
is
that
GTA 5.
Well, tell me about GTA. Why
no, go ahead. I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking because he still doesn't want to play GTA 5, and it destroys my mind. I told him the other day, dude, I feel like you not wanting to play GTA 5 is like me telling you I don't like Star Wars. Yes, there's nothing you can do, to each its own, but you're still going to feel like, how come he not like Star Wars?
In truth, going back to my point, I think the perfect example of a big open world game that's filled in exactly with everything needs to be filled in is The Witcher 3. I know. I know.
I'm sorry, I couldn't contain. I laugh, but I agree. I think Witcher 3
is a perfect example of a lush open world with. There's not menial tasks. It doesn't feel like there's menial tasks. Every task seems to be this big thing to do. You know what I mean? And there's
But
no
you could have-
collectathon.
No, exactly.
It's none of that stuff. And I think that's the problem with a lot of open worlds. They do focus on the whole collectathon. Even Horizon has that.
Yes.
And frankly, I'm getting a little tired of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like the flowers up there, these little metal flowers, and I'm like, man. And I'm looking around, like, come on,
Dude.
where is this thing at?
And if it was for something exciting, but the payouts,
Yeah, that was the problem.
This is
too,
a problem that I have with Horizon. Your payouts are fucking nothing.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, great. I got
Another box.
I got a purple box that when I open it, it gives me 6 green boxes of modifications. Gee, I wonder what's in them.
Yes.
It's like, thank you.
They learn from Destiny. Good job.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's the biggest issue for me with open worlds. It's just a lot of that, a lot of this unnecessary collecting because they want you to see the entire world because they're like, well, we build this, so we got to have a reason for them to come out to this edge of the map.
Well, let's talk a little bit of where do you feel like that genre was born? Because certainly we have had, and we have discussions about this, open world games and overworlds.
Overworlds?
Overworlds, like
What's an
in
overworld?
RPGs.
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
a Final Fantasy VII. You know, once you get out of Midgar, you have an overworld.
An overworld.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and some might say, "Hey, that's an open world because you could go everywhere." But then you have Grand Theft Auto 3, which to me that's the game that kind of defined the open world. Doesn't mean that there weren't other games that preceded them, but that one kind of cemented that, okay, your open world game is going to have the following elements. It's going to have an open world. It's going to have missions that you could go and pick in the order that you like. Mm-hmm. And it's going to have some side missions that you have to walk to or drive to or fly to. And so that makes me think, well, Zelda was that. Was it not? And that's how I'm having this identity crisis of, okay, so where did it start?
Well, I guess for open world, yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, the very first Zelda was an open world. Mm. You know what I mean? I mean, it was, yeah, I can say that. I mean, it wasn't a huge open world, clearly, but big for its time.
Yeah. For the technology that it has, certainly.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think Zelda 2 was a little bit different. I think Zelda 2 was more like
linear.
Well, not linear in the it had an overworld. It had an overworld map. Yeah. And then when you would get to certain areas, it would go side scrolling.
Yeah.
So I always put GTA and what's the other one that was like GTA?
Mafia?
No, not Mafia. The funny one with the purple dildo.
Oh my God, Saints Row.
Saints Row, thank you.
Saints Row came way back.
No,
after,
I know. But I'm saying those type of games like that, I've always even Crackdown. I've always put those into a sandbox game. You know what I mean? Because it's
sandbox. That's another.
Yeah, that's another version.
That's another term. Yeah.
So I always look at that because you have this huge, like you said, you have this huge thing where you have so many things going on. Even Red Dead Redemption. You know, you have all these things going on. You have a story that's in there, but you gotta kind of find it, or you gotta try not to be distracted by all the little other things that can be going on. My issue, and for the longest time, my issue with these, especially with GTA, was it was just too much, just too many little icons on the screen, constantly saying, "Hey, go over here, do this. Hey, go over here, do that. Hey, check this out. Hey," and it just got annoying. Like I said, and there's a lot of collecting, a lot of, you have 5-6 missions of this thing, and you get a something, you know what I mean? And I'm like, come on, just where's the story at? I just want to have, the story, and in between stories, you don't really have anything else going on except for all these little things. And so that's
why. How's that different from The Witcher, though?
Well, the thing is, that The Witcher, the things in between the story is more story. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, it's not the main story, but there's little side missions in The Witcher, and I'm not even talking about the main one, which everybody raves about, which is I'm sure you've heard, the Bloody Baron. I'm not even talking about, although that is great, but I'm not even talking about, I'm talking about little things. There was this simple mission. All right. These guys like, hey, we sent this guy to the lighthouse. He's been out there. We don't have the ships are not coming in because the lighthouse isn't working. We don't know what the hell happened to him. So I go out there. The guy's in the little hut. He's scared as shit. He goes, I'm not going to that lighthouse, man, because there's something out there. You know what I mean? And it's whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, let me go look at the lighthouse. I get up there. There's a bunch of specters and all this, but it's not a regular specter because it's a curse. So they put a curse on that area. So obviously this is intentional, not just some random specter that came by. It's this ridiculous little thing that became this huge little like side story with characters that I enjoyed like talking to.
I'm going to go ahead and put my Morpheus glasses and tell you, what if I told you that you have just described GTA 5's mission structure, and except that in Witcher you have Gwent, and
Gwent, that was another.
And in GTA, you have a lot of little Gwents that you can choose from. You don't have to do the Gwent. You could use either this Gwent, which is in this case, it might be, shooting gallery or something like that.
So you're already presenting way too many options.
Yeah, see, that's
so you have.
Well, you don't have Gwent, to, but you don't have to play Gwent.
Several different Gwents.
But you don't have to play Gwent. Now, as far as story and mission structures, they always start with, this guy, you meet this guy, you do a mission for them, but that mission is a storyline. It's not a go here and collect this thing like other ones
That's
do.
how the old GTAs were. Vice City, which is the last one that I played. I played a little bit of GTA 4, but that wasn't my game, and I only played it for about an hour. GTA Vice City was the last one that I actually played. I never even touched San Andreas. Never.
Oh my God, that's so good.
But it had the same thing where you meet somebody within the main story mission, and suddenly they have some stuff for you on the side. It's not me. Yeah, it's not new. You know, something. It's had it before.
No, that's what you're describing when you're talking about how the elements of this story. There's always this. Every side quest is actually like a branching story on its own. On The Witcher 3, and this one has similar element. Now that is opposed to most open world games, Ubisoft. I'm looking straight at you. You have a bunch of icons that means nothing. You go there, you grab the thing, and just for the sake of
nothing, you're checking off a box.
Checking off a box. Those are the annoying things that we don't like.
Watch Dogs. Although I hear Watch Dogs is great. Again, that's more of a sandbox game where you have this city you can just go anywhere and do anything and hack this and In The Witcher, you know what I'm saying?
Surprisingly enough, you don't have that on GTA, though. You don't have collectathons in GTA.
No, at all?
No. I mean...
you sure?
Collectathons, go play.
I remember Vice City, there was little things in the alleyways that you can collect, and I can't remember what they were.
Oh, okay. So we had one collecting that you don't even have to do.
No, you don't have to. Well, you never have to do any of them. And none of the collectathons ever have to be done.
Right.
They're just there, and it's just like, I see
but
it.
You don't pursue it. But why do we collect? Why do we do the ones in Horizon?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the big deal is.
There's a right way of doing them, I guess, and there's a wrong way of doing them.
The ones on Horizon, again, and to be fair, I am getting a little tired of them, because I see one, and I'm like, man, and I see it's there, and I'm like, I gotta go all the way up there. Do I, and I don't know what's over there.
Another giraffe. I thought I got rid of all the giraffes already. I mean, not rid of, but I thought I climbed all the
Banuk figures.
Or the Banuk, no, or the big tower things on Horizon. I thought I had them all.
Oh, the tall necks.
The tall necks, yeah. And suddenly there's another one that is like, oh, okay, I need to go there now. I thought I was done with this part.
Those are okay. I haven't.
No, they're fun.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Especially because they become more and more difficult to get to. But
I think that all of that is endemic of a major problem, and it is that maybe every developer is fighting for our attention, and they want to keep us
as long
in
as
their
possible.
world as long as possible. But everybody's pulling this great title, and we kind of, and this might be our fault, we kind of want to experience them all, and suddenly we are feeling overworld fatigue, and we just want to run through the world and finish it up so we can go into the next one. I mean, look at me. I'm playing Horizon. It's a fantastic game, but I'm kind of done with it. Like, I want to beat it already, finish it, yet I don't go to the end because there's a freaking hunters thing that I have to complete.
Fair enough. I mean, it could be our own doing. But there are a lot of them out there, and who knows? And then the worst part is when they take titles that were never open world and they open world them. You know what I mean? And Batman, I'm looking at you, Batman. You know, the best of the Arkham series is the first one. The very first one.
Contained story, that contained area.
That's another issue with open worlds. It's the story. You can lose focus in it. I was asking you last week, hey, where are you in the story? You're like, I have no freaking clue.
I have no freaking clue what I'm supposed to be. You couldn't even ask me right now when the story am at.
And the funny thing is, I've heard from my niece who played this. She absolutely loves the story. And she says, it's great, but she didn't beeline it, but she did a lot of stuff like back to back to back to back. So clearly, she played it with a little bit more focus on the story, and she's loved it. I am enjoying the story, but I still haven't gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, well, where's that big moment? You know what I mean? So I think that's another issue with having these big open worlds is that story that you're trying to tell can be lost. And The Witcher happened as well. The beauty of The Witcher was that there were other stories to tell. I mean, I was. Yeah, I'm looking for Ciri, and I'm interested in still finding her. She's my surrogate daughter and everything. But this guy here, man, he needs help, and he's got his wife, and there's this entire little story of whatever, and I get involved with it, and that's what pulls me away. But still, there's still loss of focus to the main thing, and I don't know if that's a good thing. I really don't.
To me is the fact that the open world genre is getting used more like a marketing strategy. Like, suddenly every game needs to be open world.
Yeah, they even put it on the box. Explore this beautiful open world.
Exactly, okay. And that is bringing the problem that you were saying with suddenly losing focus on the structure single player,
especially on this
game. And it's not that we're asking for something that is like point A, point B to point C, like the directional, but even Arkham Asylum did it great. Just give me a stage, give me an area where I can do things.
Yeah, it wasn't a small Arkham Asylum was not a small area.
No, by any stretch. Neo, you're playing Neo. You're playing stages basically. They're big, they're huge, they're expansive, but you complete them. You move on to the next area. You're not lost suddenly, with 20,000 icons and trying to figure out, okay, what do I want to do? What makes sense to do next? If I was this character, what would make sense? I heard about an attack on this city. But you know what? But there's a flower here nearby that I kind of want to collect, so they can wait. Fuck them. They can just wait.
We'll get back.
I'll get back when I can because I need to capture this person first.
Yeah. It's a little bit worrisome, especially if they start taking a lot of the games that we're man, and then we have a huge one coming this year too, Red Dead Redemption 2. If it doesn't get delayed for any reason, that's probably going to be another time suck. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Time is a big thing, and this is why for 3 weeks we've been talking about Horizon because we don't have time. We don't have time to
mind you. This might be old fogies like us problem.
Well, everybody has a job.
kids have time to play this.
They have time
sprawling, titles and lose themselves into them, and you see people that still playing GTA 5 online for like hours and hours, and I'm like, what is there to do? What else are you gonna do?
Just take a car and drive it on.
You have Ramiro playing Destiny, and like, what are you doing there? What else is there to collect? No, but serious. I think that, hey, I enjoy open world games. I'm pretty sure you do also.
Well, that's the thing. There was a point where I wouldn't play. I tried playing Infamous. Infamous was given to me for free thanks to the PSN outage.
Yeah.
And I played the first island, and I was done. When I saw the second island open up, and I
once you
saw
open
all
up
the
that
same
world
icons, and I
you
was
saw
like,
all the icons, that is so
never
disheartening.
mind.
And Horizon, every time, now I'm going to the next area, and suddenly that area is opening up, and I see that tall neck that I haven't figured out, that I haven't captured just yet. I'm like, oh, great. So this is going to open a bunch of icons that I still need to do. And yes, you don't need to do it. You can beeline it to the. I'm pretty sure that I'm strong enough that I can just go to the
But
end.
I think it can
but
be art.
if I have already spent all this time on the previews, I might as well finish it, because otherwise I'm going to feel like all this time was wasted for nothing.
I think it could be argued that being a gamer, there's a little bit of a completionist in all of us. You know what I mean? And while we're not all going to 100% it, you kind of want to get as close as possible to it. You know what I mean? Because hey, it's about
you want to get your money's worth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
but suddenly we have, and I wonder if we're talking about it because of the so many good games, that are laid back to back to back. If this was a slow month or a lull,
Yeah, then you have time. That's actually why I've said it. That's probably why I was able to go through all of Witcher. Yeah. One, my schedule at work, because I had a lot of time off where my wife was working and I was home, so I had a lot of time to get through it. But if I didn't have that, I don't think I would have made it through all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, and right now, with freaking Horizon, I think the fact that I'm off this week will probably help in finishing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should be able to tackle that completely.
Exactly. So I'm like, oh man.
And then get near.
Automata, which is more linear based. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So I don't know. I think we are kind of getting a lot of them, but I think they have their place. But I really think they need to be strategically placed throughout the year. You know what I mean?
But they're never gonna. They're never gonna come to that accord.
No.
It's just everybody's gonna be releasing games. It's up to you to decide which one do you want to invest your time into.
Is Mass Effect an open world? Would you consider that an open world?
Mass Effect. No, Mass Effect has,
open world.
To me, it has a structure more of a overworld.
Overworld.
Yeah. Which to make the difference is, it's basically hubs.
Mm-hmm.
You go from place to place to place.
What about Dragon Age? It was Inquisition. That was an open world?
That was also hubs. At first, it was feeling like an open world because that first area, that was like everything you saw and a bunch of icons, and then you realize, oh, I can actually leave this place and go to other places that are just as big and annoying. So yes, so that was again that has that hub world mentality. That's why those are the ones that I tend to call overworld. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, they're obviously very. A lot of people are buying, so the marketing is working.
It is,
and
throwing it out there. Hey, you got an expansive open world here to explore.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna get 15. And this is what I don't understand. Thank goodness they didn't do it this year. But the Assassin's Creed series was a game that was analyzed open world.
That's another one that will probably come out this year. Yeah.
Talk about how can you not get fatigue out of that?
You can, which is why they
I guess
took a year off.
I took the year off this time. Yeah, plus the quality was suffering.
Chances are, then maybe that means that's another game we'll be seeing this year as well. Assassin's Creed.
Another Assassin's Creed.
Why not? I mean, they used to come out every fall.
Like they should have announced something by now. Maybe E3.
E3. Yeah, E3. That's actually good. Announce it and release it shortly thereafter instead of waiting for a year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. We should review the. I'm sorry. You're gonna say
no. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I didn't want to pass the opportunity to mention the comments.
Oh yeah. So I was looking at it right here. Yeah. Comments on the topic of the week: open world oversaturation. Mr. Armando Chavari, he chimes in with, I find myself losing focus on open world games. Exactly what we just been saying.
What you're talking about, yeah.
I usually start the main campaign and lose focus halfway through. Not sure why, but I've been able to keep in track with Horizon. I don't know why either. I don't have an explanation. It's very well designed. When you go to the quest tab, it'll show you what's your main what your main ones are, what your errands are, side missions, hunting grounds, and so on. But I love the freedom of exploration, but also love the guidance of linear games. I definitely
I
agree with that.
Yeah.
Linear games are, they're not bad. There was a time. Do you remember there was a time where there was a complaint that people would put in their reviews that would say, yeah, but this game is too linear.
Yeah.
And I was like,
hey, Call of Duty, that single player campaign is too linear.
it's too linear. What else do you want? You know what I mean? Like, that was always a weird complaint to me. I'm like, what are you asking for?
You're asking for you're playing the game and you want a story.
Yeah.
The story is gonna have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
So what you're saying is you're a special operative, right? And you're with a group of SEALs, right? And your mission is to take this guys out right over here, but you want to have the opportunity to say, guys, go do that. I'm going to go look over here in the side. That doesn't make any sense, So
Ghost Recon Wildlands, now in stores.
Exactly. Oh man, another one. That's right. Is that out already?
Yeah, that's out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is anybody playing this? I wonder if anybody's playing it. Guys, chime in if you're playing this.
I haven't heard of people in our group playing it. I mean, I know a few people tried to beta, but
Everybody's
I haven't
playing
heard
Horizon.
anybody-
That's what
everybody's playing Horizon, exactly. But supposedly this game sold even more than Horizon, which that's the report that I saw, and I was like,
Really?
Who's playing this?
I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's two. It's coming to two consoles, and is it
That's
coming to PC?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
bigger market to
That's true.
get to you. So let's see. Who else do we have here? We've got Mr. Seth Meyers. Yes. Mr. Main Man Seth. He says, I may be in a special situation here, but I prefer open world games to any other type. I live in the mountains and I can't get broadband internet. Oh, I'm sorry, Seth.
That's true.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's true.
So having an open world that I can randomly pick up and play, have no real commitment, and most of all, not have to rely on internet connection is a godsend. So I would play Battlefield and Overwatch if I was able to, but of course the lack of the internet. My only concern with open world is that I don't want developers to get the impression that making a franchise title open world automatically means it would be better. Mm-hmm. Batman.
Which is what's happening.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Some things are just better being linear, like Doom, Uncharted. Storytelling is just as important, if not more so, than the freedom.
That's a very good point.
Very good, yeah.
Seth, I have a recommendation. I don't know how you feel about this, but there is this game that I have seen that I think will be right up your alley. It's called Zelda.
I thought you were being serious.
Something of something.
I thought you were going to make
the Breath of the Wild. You should probably be playing that.
I'm sure.
There's hours and hours in that game.
Frankly,
pure enjoyment.
I'm surprised he took time away from it to make this post. Because I hear that's another massively big game.
Actually, we've been where he lives. Mm-hmm. It's almost like being in Hyrule itself.
It is, right? It is Hyrule.
It is.
That is Hyrule.
You have the special places you want to go in.
He lives in the valley of Hyrule.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
We
yes.
went to his store. The first thing he said was, hey, it's dangerous to go alone. Here,
Yeah,
take this.
and he gave us some stuff, yeah.
Yes, and there's no internet.
No, there is none.
Yeah, just
That's
like in
right.
Hyrule.
Exactly. Finally, here I'm going to bring up Mr. Mark Gurley. My favorite game style is open world by far. Games like The Elder Scrolls and Fallout always envelop me and make me want to keep coming back to play a new character with different goals. That's interesting. Yeah, you have the Fallout series that I'm not reading what he's saying. I'm saying you have a Fallout series which does present an open world, and if you create a whole new character and come back to it, you can have an entirely new story. Especially if you're going to play an ass. If you play good the first time, you know what I mean. So he's saying, I think that. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that is what makes it great for me. Reinventing a new personality every playthrough, endless opportunities. So yeah, I never thought about that. For the Fallout.
To be fair, we also like those elements of open world games. Not all of them are gonna give you the freedom to be yourself and do whatever you like. I mean, you do whatever you like, but it's within the constraints of this character. You play this character. You're describing games where you create your character. From scratch, like Fallout or Elder Scrolls.
So Bethesda joints, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we like when we have those options. The problem comes from those are also more RPGs.
Yeah.
which they lend themselves a little bit better because it's kind of like you were saying with the Witcher. They have storylines. You know, all the you don't have collectathons on it. It's those stupid games that have towers on it that you have to climb, or derivative of towers. You know,
Like a tall neck.
like a walking towers. Now we have walking towers, and then now this is just gonna show me all the crap that I can grab around. You know,
Highlight everything.
I think collectathons need to go away.
I think there's
honestly,
a place for them, but I don't know.
in the trash. Don't get me. I'm so upset about collecting flowers just to get a remarkable box that you open, because that's the name of the box or something like that, extraordinary box or whatever, and you open it and it's just a bunch of regular boxes
Items,
with crap that I could literally pick from the floor. Stupid Horizon, you're a fantastic game, but as far as your loot system is terrible. It sucks.
It could be worse. You could collect 900 items and get a piece of shit.
Oh,
yes.
Quite literally.
A little pile of dung. In case you don't know what I'm referring to, apparently
there's a game out there that does that. We're not gonna say which game it is.
Relax, calm down. There's a game out there that you can collect a bunch of stuff and you get a nice little swirly dung when you do.
Which is an awesome commentary
on that. So clearly they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to go through all that just for that, but anyway, so that brings us to the end. Sir, do you have anything else on the topic?
No, man. I think I need to play the real world.
Yes, exactly. All right, guys. So that brings us to the end of episode 48.
I'll edit it.
I really have to keep track of these numbers here. But as always, if you're listening to this on Google Play, iTunes, or YouTube, by all means, please subscribe to those channels. Leave us some comments. Leave us your likes. And, of course, join us at goodgame.tech. It's our group there. We're almost at 400. We'd love to include you on the group and just come on board. And so this is Mr. Mad Dog signing off for this week. Mr. David Santos.
Thank you for listening, guys. There has been another episode of the GG's the Mouthful, which I always thought that the whole title in itself was a mouthful.
It is.
Maybe this is the point.
GG's the Mouthful podcast.
Let's cut it. Let's make a stand right here.
Okay.
We're calling it the Mouthful.
An acronym? The Mouthful.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening to the Mouthful.
GG!
GG!
GG every day.